LSU Basketball, the Tigers powered past Ole Miss 80-76 Saturday night at the Pavilion at Ole Miss. The Tigers are now 13-4 in the season and 5-0 in conference play. Sophomore guard Javonte Smart led LSU with 20. He also picked up 6 boards and 3 assists, while sophomore forward Emmitt Williams had 17 and 7. Senior guard Marlon Taylor finished with 13 and 6. Next up for LSU tomorrow night in the PMAC, 6 o'clock tip-off versus the 4-1 Florida Gators. This should be a hard sellout tomorrow in the Maravich Center, as this is two of the top in the league tipping it off right here in Baton Rouge.
Let's go.
Trendon Watford had 10 rebounds, which was a game high for the freshman. So LSU versus Florida tomorrow night.
I mean, they keep doing it at the end of games, Jordy. It's every single time the 6-minute game that Will Wade always preaches, right? I think LSU finished like 10-10 from the line in the final 6 minutes. They outscore Ole Miss 19-9. And how about this? Not only undefeated this season, but they have now won 12 SEC road games in a row. Will Wade has his basketball program rolling. And like Jordy said, get out there tomorrow night, pack out the PMAC, get loud, get crazy. Let's watch the Tigers beat the Gators again, this time in basketball.
LSU football continuing to ride the wave into the weekend as they visited the White House in the championship parade Saturday that culminated inside the Maravich Center with the celebration, 13,000 strong in there. Here was Joe Burrow talking at the White House last week about the season.
He showed so much love to everyone on our team. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, don't care about politics at all. That was an awesome experience for everybody.
So I think it's pretty well known that I'm not the biggest Trump fan, but he was really likable in the speech. I mean, really, like, whoever wrote the speech knew their LSU stuff as far as the numbers, the kind of storylines, and a little like relaxed stand-up vibe going to him. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it.
You're gonna be so rich.
You gotta be so rich.
It was Trump talking about Orgeron in the accomplishment of LSU football.
They put their faith in a hometown boy from Lafourche Parish. Ed Orgeron did not let Louisiana down in any way. And today, Coach O, as they call him, you may well be the most beloved coach anywhere in the land. And we have some great coaches.
We're going to talk to Jimmy Burrow tomorrow. Every Tuesday we talk to Coach Burrow here on Off the Bench. But he was up in Montreal last week talking about the Cincinnati Bengals owning the first pick in the draft and what the plans may be for the hometown kid.
Yes, we've talked about it. I mean, I could be in my seat in 3.5 hours from Athens. You know, that's certainly a positive. You're always, if you're the top pick or one of the top picks, you know, that's the way the NFL draft is set up. You're not gonna get picked by a team that has a great record. So, you know, he's excited to even be in that conversation. And if the Bengals do draft him, he's going to be happy. And you know, he's always been. You've probably seen some of his interviews. He's very confident, and you know, he'll look at it as a challenge, but he'll be confident that eventually they can win a lot of games there at Cincinnati.
Other college football news from the weekend, De'Aaron King, the quarterback that entered the transfer portal from the University of Houston, decided to attend the University of Miami. He made that pledge on Twitter Saturday night. As T-Bob said, an uneventful championship weekend as far as the NFL was concerned.
Real quick on De'Aaron King. First, yeah, everything I've been hearing is that LSU really
backed off of him.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of interest there. Which shows you that they believe in Miles Brennan. I guess is where I was going with that.
49ers beat the Packers 37-20 yesterday afternoon in San Francisco as Raheem Mostert rushed for 220 yards and 4 touchdowns to make quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo he only threw 8 passes yesterday.
Yeah.
Which is incredible.
Yeah.
As the San Francisco 49ers move on to the Super Bowl where they'll face the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs beat the Titans 35-24. Patrick Mahomes did his usual job passing, but it was his 27-yard touchdown run down the left sideline in the first half to give the Chiefs their first lead of the day as the Titans fell to the Chiefs 35-24. The 49ers will face the Chiefs in Miami for Super Bowl 54.
Poor Mincy.
We said 54.
Poor Mincy.
February 2nd.
He had so much money to win. Titans come out hot earlier, 17-7, feeling good. But in the end, man, Pat Mahomes just too much. It's just crazy that on a day where Garoppolo goes 6 of 8 and gets to make a Super Bowl, Mahomes throws for 303 TDs. I think the Chiefs win.
The JV stat line.
I think the Chiefs win.
All right, those are your headlines. One more from that game yesterday. Here's Mahomes talking about moving on, what he's learned since his last championship effort when he fell last year in the AFC title game to Brady and the Pats.
In the NFL, you're going to go through adversity. I think that's the biggest thing. Learning that last year, obviously the loss hurt, but then having to watch the Super Bowl and not be in it was something that I could barely do. And so for me, I knew that I wanted to be in this moment, being able to play for this game to get to the Super Bowl, but I knew it was a day-by-day process, and I think that's what we preached as a team was we want to be here, we want to be in the Super Bowl, but we have to take advantage of every single day that we get.
I mean, that sounds like Ben Mintz cost himself money. Like, that sounds like Ben just beat his own ticket that he placed on the Titans earlier this year.